I'm just picking this up from the experts. But yeah, not terrible. Again, I don't really have a plan because I haven't been doing this long enough to know what I'm sort of heading towards at the moment. I'm just looking at trying to biface, sort of thin it a little bit, get rid of any lumps that are awkward and are likely to cause me problems. And then I'll be left with something, and then I'll probably see what I do from there. But yeah, so nice convexity on here, flattening out on this side, and issues here. So ideally I would look to, well, I'm going to have to try and do something with this tip at some point. Again, I've got this issue here, so we'll have to see what happens. Ah, look at that. That's the area that I was mentioning at the beginning, where I've got this little rough piece in there, which is okay. I know it's there, but that's now a crumbly area, so I've got that to deal with. That's what this material does when it gets thinner and you don't abrade. It sort of tends to nap all right when it's thicker, and then as it gets thinner, the crumbling will sort of appear. But yeah, so we've got this cortex here, which I'm trying to get rid of. Okay, so we're actually developing a sort of a platform. This lump here, there's a sort of a platform here. Now I think there you go. So see if we can. See, this is it. By nibbling away to bring my platform down, I end up with this, which is this kind of little mini step here. And I get that a lot. Now, whether that's because I'm not nibbling hard enough and I'm just half-heartedly doing it, I don't know. But anyway, this gives me an opportunity here on this platform to try and take an area there. That's looked all right. That's nice, actually. Just opening up some concretions, but it's a nice flake. Yeah, happy with that. And again, it now gives me the opportunity, another platform here, to come and try and take this section. So actually coming back towards me, I'm actually holding this in my hand here, trying to, should I abrade it? Yes, I should. Yes, I should. Because it just looked crumbly. Now that may help. Again, let's try and now that was very nice. A bit of it's missing. Is this it down here? Oh, let's have a look. That could be the section. There you go. Now that is a beautiful flake. It's 3 pieces it's turned into, but look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Now, if anyone watches this, they might be mistaken and think that I actually know what I'm doing and that I've been doing this a while, and I haven't, but occasionally, following advice from the the YouTubers that I watch, and having watched hundreds and hundreds of hours, I've probably watched, I don't know, it's definitely in the hundreds of hours, but 98% of my experience is watching and 2% is doing. So occasionally when I get these and they work, it's great. Yeah, and that's due to the likes of Jack Crafty and Danny Collins and others. In fact, the technique of holding and kind of hitting, I think Gulf Coast knapping was where I sort of saw that and thought, yeah, that looks a good technique. I know some people hand nap, some people fun. I think the reason I like napping is because it's a bit like a puzzle. But I always seem to create problems, and then I have to kind of, my whole, it's rather than just thinning, I seem to be constantly trying to correct problems. Like this. I almost need to shoot a flake from the bottom, but not waste the opportunity to thin the other way. I don't know. That sounded nice. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Sounds nice. It's ringing. That's thinned it. That was a nice little thinning flake, that one. Again, that one kind of did it, but we've got a fat edge here, so this could be dangerous. That's all right, I think. Is it? I don't know. I don't know. At the moment, just so where are we? We're on 4 and a bit inches that way by 2.5 that way. Yeah, I didn't see what it was when we started, but we're flattening it out quite a lot, which is not brilliant. We don't really want to flatten it, but I could do with I really want to go in here. I really want to be shooting one. Right, that's okay. That was good. So a little nibble there to bring that edge back up. That's okay. Problem area here, but I'm going to have to get it from here, I guess. And that tip has a slight issue. Saying that's the tip. Almost like I know what I'm talking about. That's a bit of a nothing one, that. Nope. Okay. So what next? What next? What next? What would you do next? Nice convexity on that side, like that, but I seem to be flattening off this side all the time, and I have an issue. I've got this area where I've stepped and this area, so this area I need to get off. So how do I do it? Well, from here would be ideal, but is that platform good enough? Probably not. So what I'll do is I'll just nibble away. Now obviously I'm losing width as I do this, which is not ideal. That's it. Okay, we've now dropped this area this side of centre, which gives us an opportunity. I think, it says, standing on the shoulders of giants, trying to pretend I know what the hell I'm talking about. But hey, it's a learning curve, right? So I'm going to try and hit here and try and clear up some of this. I'm going to support this here. Try and make good contact on that platform only. What happened? Ooh, promising. There you go. So that's my one of my problem areas, and it's gone. Yeah, happy with that. So now again I've got another platform here with this little line, so I probably just support this and move away from me with this strike rather than towards me. I want the flake to go that way, so I'm going to try and no. There you go, and that's the inexperienced napper showing through. Luckily I haven't completely destroyed it with another step. You can see there it wanted to, but because we had convexity, it's kind of just terminated short, but we didn't get what we wanted to. But we also didn't destroy it. So let's have another go here. Something happened there. That's alright, look. Go over centre with that one. A little bit of a concretion here, just starting to appear, but another one there, look, doesn't seem to be destroying my chances just yet. Now, this area here, I'm not going to get it from here, I don't think, unless I hit really high and try and come under this. So my options are to get it from the bottom, which means I'm going to have to move this platform this way over here to then strike through here, or from here, which is a longer run, but I have got a platform there, look. So perhaps if I try and isolate that platform a little bit, just make it a little bit more prominent, like that, that may give us a shot at it. Every time I don't get the platform, I just keep hitting it. All I'm doing is losing width. So anyway, let's have a go at this from here. Now, let's try. Let's have a go here and see if we can do something. We may not. Let's just, might just destroy it. Something's happened. Look at that. Well, there was our step that we wanted shot of. And I came from over here. It wasn't an amazing platform, but I did brace it on here like this, which meant that there was pressure underneath, which meant that the flake didn't have opportunity to escape out the top too soon, which meant it carried. So we now have a clear area until I destroy it and wreck it and do something else stupid. So it's actually looking quite nice, although we have a lot of convexity here and quite flat here, so I'm going to have to try and probably raise the platform this side. Now, there we go. Now we managed to do that and take a bit of thickness off. Same there, which is good. That's the problem. The more in you hit, the less convexity you create. You just kind of flatten it. Or I do. I'm sure you don't. But we are thinning slowly. Now, yeah, we're doing something, not sure what. I do find that when I take my time, I do better. There's a fine line between dawdling and then overthinking and messing it up, and slowing down to make sure that I abrade. I'm a bit lazy when it comes to abrading, and that shows when I hit and then hit and then hit and don't stop and make my platform more solid. Yeah, so again, you can see here the platform is this dominant, is this side, so it's telling me to take flakes over here, but I don't actually want to at the moment. I want to take, or do I? That side's nice, but then because there's no convexity, am I going to run, or am I just going to create more problems? I think let's try and create some minor convexity this way. No, that's fine. Yeah, we're getting some back in. In fact, straight away, by doing that, what was my flat side, which is here, now isn't. It's now we've got some starting to get some uniformity. But this doesn't often happen. Yeah. Now, at some point, I am going to have to think about getting my tip a bit thinner. Again, I have no idea where this is going, what I'm doing with it, but I think I can probably drive some little flakes here, hopefully not create too many problems. So what we've done is we've kind of thinned. You can see where the flakes are terminating up here, so that's fine. I'm just over halfway, which gives me the option to come back now and try and meet this, but I have to meet it, otherwise I'll end up with an island. So if this is what I want to take off, so I'm going to abrade down away from it, which will bring this platform up ever so slightly, and then I'm going to abrade on here to give me something to grab onto. Now, theory, there's a platform there and there's a platform there, not much of one. I haven't got much room for error. Like that. Well, that was okay. That little one came from there, but it didn't solve my problem, which is this little bit here, because I sort of collapsed my platform. But again, that's not too bad at all. Still got this here, this little flake that didn't terminate. I'm just tempting fate here. I'm going to smash my GoPro screen in a minute if I carry on with that. Anyway, just to have a little light rear braid. Jason Newman, I think it's Newman, not Newson, who I watch. Amazing napper. The guy drives flakes like I've never seen, but
he also, when he's doing it, his abrading, he literally does it and he just goes like that. Just amazing, just amazing. Let's have a go at this. No, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to isolate that a little bit. So that side, I'm just going to take a little, give it out, and that side. Now what that's done is it's just made that slightly more prominent. So it gives me a, and when I abrade again, I'll just go into those gaps like that. Now, this is the crunch time. Could be snapping halfy. What we done? Yeah, came over and we met it. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Again, same on there, look. Nice little flake there. You can hear from the sound that it's good stuff. And again, the flakes down here, look, you'll see. Translucent little flakes. Quite pretty actually. See that? If anyone wants some of these little flakes for little points, just give me a shout, because I'm probably not going to use them at my my level of inexpertise, if there is such a word. Right, so yeah, quite happy so far with this, to be honest. Famous last words. Little nibble at the end, like that. So I need to really be thinking about, can you see here, this is quite concrete-y, another new word, concrete-y. Where do I go with it? Maybe here, down there. I'll give that a go. Yeah, well, we took something off. And again, but we're only nibbling, that's not ideal. I hate it when I see people do this online. Pick it with their nails, and I'm like, any minute you're getting that under your nail. I'd rather pick it out with that. If I can. No, ain't going. Never mind. Right. So yeah, what I didn't do was take much off with that. So not too bad. Got something there now. So rather than just knocking this away needlessly, I need to look and say, okay, well, where does it benefit me to knock it away? Well, you can see that it slightly bends this way, so this area needs to come off. So it would make more sense for me to trim it this way, raising the platform towards the bit that I want to go. I guess what I'm trying to say is that every little trim or bit of width I'm taking off, I'm trying to make it work for me and make it worth something. Otherwise I'm removing material but with no real goal in sight. So now by doing that, I've taken the platform over, and this should be able to take a section off here now. We will see. Well, that wasn't too bad. We've kind of come into a thinner area here because we've lost convexity. And I'm creating these little, there we go, it's gone. Creating these little scoops now as I thin it. And I guess as you thin, it becomes a finer line, doesn't it?
That was quite a heavy hit. I think I got away with that. That was a fat-handed hit as well. So, so I'm new to this. You can obviously tell from my commentary, and I'm really after some help as well, guys. If anyone's got any advice for me, I'd be very grateful. And obviously, so that I can get more people to give me advice. I'm not after revenue from this, it's never going to happen, but if you liked it at all, please just click like and hit subscribe if you want to see me mess up some more stone. Be very grateful for that. I've got lots of hobbies actually. My kids take the mickey out of me because I change hobbies. Yeah, so you name it. Art, I like to paint and draw. Fishing, metal detecting, going to the gym, cutting opal, silversmithing. Yeah, hopefully my channel will just be a bit of everything. That's the plan. That was nice. That was nice. Look at that. So why am I flattening it off? Is this because I'm hitting too far in? Should I be hitting down more? I don't know. Again, this is what I need to know. This is what I need to know. I only wanted a nibble there actually, but that's fine. But you see I'm working into a flat area. As long as I'm making it to halfway. I think I took a flake there, I did. See, because I heard that, I'm lucky I didn't hit it again because I just would have crushed it, but I've created a slight issue. Nice little satisfying snappy sound that was. Flake snappy, not point snappy. Because I've never made a point in my life, I wouldn't even have a clue about what shape to make. In the UK, I need to look it up really. I need to look up what sort of arrowheads, shapes and points, arrowhead spear points that the UK indigenous people used, and then I can try and create something that's relevant to my location. I see kind of pedanalis and clovis and turkey tail and all these other things which are Native American Indians points, but again I'd quite like to create something that's relevant to me. So let's try and get a flake from the bottom here. Now you can see that I've got this area here which is lower, and actually there's a slight area here which is raised, so it comes over. So I may be able to get a flake that runs into here. So I push it into my hand, put my finger underneath and try and hit there. It didn't go as far as I wanted, but it was okay. Look, we got a little flake there. That's fine. I mean, should I at this point be moving over to my indirect percussion? Probably. I'm sure everyone, or I say everyone, I'm kind of optimistic, aren't I? I mean, who's watching, right? But you know, anyone watching this is probably saying, lay off the bopper, you know. start hitting it with something a bit more delicate. And you're probably right. I'm not the guy off Gulf Coast Knapping. I don't know his name. I know his dog's called Pete. But he goes with his big bopper for a long time. Mine's a dodgy shape, which probably doesn't help at all. Probably need to sort that out. I probably need to give it a bit of a rounding hit like this, and then that tends to smooth it off a bit. So maybe just hit it with a file which kind of creates some creates some roughness to it. Anyway, there's the bit I dropped. So what am I going to do? What do I do now? I don't know. Again, I'm still thinning at the base. I'm getting little flakes to come off, but I haven't really got a game plan. So am I thinning? Okay, that pocket's got excuse me, got bigger. Well, we are getting thinner. You know, we haven't got a great big, there's no great big turtle back here. And yeah, you see that? So we're actually kind of twisting off to the side here, so I've got to be conscious of this and see what I'm doing. But this is where I kind of hit this stumbling block. So I mean, look, I'm quite happy. I've not been doing this long, and to be honest, to take a raw piece of rock untreated and get to a point where I have some kind of preform, setting a foundation for maybe the next stage, I'm happy with it. You know, it's kind of, it's a learning curve, but I don't know what happens next. That was a bit heavy-handed, so let's try supporting it and hitting here. Oh, that was dangerous, but did get a flake to carry. You see I took a bit of a chunk out of there. Now maybe I go over to my little one. Everyone goes, yeah, that's what we've been saying for the last 20 minutes, you idiot. But hey, stick it in the comments if anyone watches it. Yeah, my end, it's quite fat on the end. The bottom's not too bad. I mean, we're like, if this means anything to anyone, then I will, I'll do it in millimeters, because I'm kind of, so thickness wise we are about 13 mil at our thickest, I guess. 13 mil thick, and we are 50 wide, so we're kind of, yeah, not quite 1 to 5. Lengthwise we are at 90 mil. Yeah, I mean, we've got some shape to it. I'm just not sure if this has the clout to drive the flakes that I want. Different tool. We'll get some flakes, but we also terminate there. What I'll do is I'll probably leave this in a minute, because it's my first time ever videoing, and I need to really see what it looks like, sounds like, and whether it's the sort of thing anyone's going to watch. Because I mean, that's the goal really, right? Is to get someone to look at it and share the journey. But straight away, first 2 hits with this, not doing what I wanted. But is that because I'm being shy? Or is it because I'm kind of trying to avoid hitting it too hard? I think these will come out. I think I would be able to pick them out with a knife perhaps. Some sort of blade. You see again, it's kind of scooped it. Interesting. And again, we're not really. Isn't that funny? Because I didn't think there was that much. I mean, there is more mass in this, but blimey, I'm at a stage now where I wouldn't have thought I needed this much mass, you know? Am I getting thin? Is this considered thin? I don't know. I don't know. You know, to me, if you were to see any of the previous attempts that I've ever had, you would say, yeah, that's thin compared to what you normally do. Thin compared to what you guys do? No, definitely not. Anyway, so let's just even it up a little bit. So what's going to benefit me to? Yeah, this needs to come out here, and I can do it from here if I'm careful. But I have to raise the platform a bit. This is an uneven corner. Okay, well, we're giving ourselves a shot at it. We've created a platform. There it is, there's our platform. That's the area we want out. Good luck. What we done? Well, we came underneath that chip from earlier and we created this little flake which has lifted the other flake, or lifted the bit that didn't terminate, but we've created this little area here. So I need to give it another hit to get this. But then we're going to leave that isolated. But hey, I think that sort of crumbled on us there. I think this will pop off at some point. I can hear these little bits landing the other side of the garage. Maybe give it another go. What we done? Looks like we did what I said. We thinned it, but we left a little chunk. But hey, I mean, we're getting thin. This is getting translucent here, and I'm still on the bopper, you know. What would you guys do now? What would you do? Get the point thinned? My base is coming down. I need mass in the middle. What I have learned is that you do not want thin here. You do not want thin here, thick here. Because when you try and hit here, the shock is more likely to cause the piece to break. So I need, now this is reasonably thin, I need to come up this end, I think. And I need to thin this, leaving this bit with a bit of mass on it. But I've still got a chunk here needs to come off. I might deal with that first actually and try and you see that platform is not the right side. It's too central, so I have to chip away here. Now, losing width as I go. But what I have done is I've taken the platform over there, which means I've then got an opportunity here, but I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to go to the end. Hopefully, guys, I can make this a punchier video and not so drawn out. I'm on 42 minutes, which, yeah, it's probably too long. Probably way too long. Any advice, welcome. Oh, God, we are really pushing our luck here. It's close. Nearly found out how easily a piece of stone comes through this glove then. Felt it right on there. Don't think it went through. Right, so let's get to the tip end. Now, where am I with this? Trying to see where my centre line is. Okay, I can afford to. Just want to just touch it. I heard it then, something went. We went quite heavy there, but that's right. Oh no! There you go, look. There you go. That. Now, I don't know if I think when I hit there, it came up here. And can you see where that concretion is? There's just an outside chance that's why it went. Although I think it's just because I'm an idiot. Anyway, there you go, look. Nearly happy with that. Can someone tell me why that happened? Hitting on the point with it being, I mean, it is thinner in the middle, isn't it? Look at that, actually. Actually, look at that. From there, can you see that not only is there a scoop here which makes it thinner, but there's a big scoop in there. So there you go, that's what I've done, isn't it? I've left too much mass on the end and I've gone and destroyed it. Now this bit's probably still usable. I mean, it's not a bad size. But what I will do is I will do another video with this little piece, I think,